What the hell? Hey guys, a little bit of a summer update. Haven't got back out camping at the site where my buddy reported his sighting. I haven't had my car in 12 days, so I just got it back. So Grant and I will, hopefully in the next week here, be packing up the trailer and heading out to the logging trail system and camping out with the pop-up, spend a couple of days. But for today, I also need to do a bit of a trail walk here on my own property. Gage and I haven't been back here in a month, so we're just gonna hit the trails, check and see, you know, how much damage any storms or anything have caused on the trails themselves. What do I need to get in here with a chainsaw and clean out? We're gonna walk the trails, just look for footprints, people, trespassers, Bigfoot. You know, a property check, basically, is what we're gonna do. So come join me if you want. Oh boy, everything is thick. It's waist high in here right now. Summer growth is full. Can't even see Gage. Wherever he is, there he is. What I'm worried about, what I'm testing, is how bad are the mosquitoes. As you can see, I'm wearing short sleeves, so they have been terrible. The deer flies are just starting to end. Can I walk the trail without getting eaten alive? Let's find out. I do see something strange here I want to take a look at. Three logs. There's 3 logs wedged in here between this tree. Seems a little strange. I don't know, natural. Did 3 logs just randomly fall down between those 2 trees right there? There's an opening here and the logs are in between. And that was not here last time I was here, because we are not very far down the trail. We're only a couple hundred meters in the woods behind the house, so it's actually so thick right now I can't even see my skidoo trail. There's a raven. Trying to find where my skidoo trail is here. If you see it, let me know. Okay, here we are. Here's the skidoo trail here. Here's another one right here. This one has been here for a long time, guys. This has been here a couple of winters, but I pointed this out before as well. Oh, that one's still wedged in there. That's not coming out of there anytime soon. Well, I'm kind of surprised and happy to report the mosquitoes are not that bad. There's a couple buzzing around, but not the swarms that we had 3 weeks ago. So maybe, just maybe, we can get back out into the woods and do some camping, some evening hikes in here. I want to do some more recording with the Zoom parabolic setup that I've got. And I even want to do some sitting down at the lake. Whether we kayak down or whether we take a trail down, it's quite an endeavor to walk, but I want to sit out and film over the lake because there have been reports lately of strange lights over the lake. Orbs. Now, you know, what are people seeing? I don't know. Is it actual planes and things way off across the lake and they just don't know what they're seeing? Is it boats with lights on them? I don't know, but there have been a couple of reports lately of people saying that they've seen strange orbs floating across the lake. So that's on my list to get out and just sit and record the night sky, maybe with our night vision cameras, as well as it's nice to have color so I can point to you guys and say, hey, I see an orange orb, I see an blue light, whatever color it is. But if we do it in night vision, then all you guys see is that grainy green, everything looks the same kind of. It picks up light on a much more sensitive level with the night camera, if that makes sense. We can see them better, but you just won't see any detail or color, but you will see it better with the night vision camera. So far, I don't have any trees to clear off the trail. I mean, we've only come a quarter mile here, but that's a good thing. The less work I have to do, the better. I'd love to walk this whole trail and not have to clear a single tree. That would make my day. Oh, this looks different. Right away, my mind is telling me the top of this wasn't broken off. Kind of did, let's see. Of course, it's gummy and sticky. Come on. Ha! Let's push that down. We'll leave that as our own personal marker on the edge of the trail here. Gage, pee on that. Come here. Pee on that. Go pee, buddy. Go pee. Come on. All right, we'll work on that. Gotta teach him to pee on command. Ravens in front of us. They were behind us a few minutes ago when we started. They're always here. They always know when Gage and I hit the woods. Not seeing any tracks or anything in any of these little mud holes. Maybe a Gage track or a wolf track right there. It's hard to tell with you running around in front of me like that. He just left that one right there. Oh, now you pee. There's so many tripping hazards this time of year because you can't even see where you're walking. And you got all these logs and things like this that you just, a toe easily goes underneath there, and then the next thing you know, you end up on your face. All right, here we are at the creepy corner. The ravens are still quarking back there behind me. I'm not seeing a lot of out of the ordinary stuff, but I did notice a whole whack load of these little trees are like stripped, dead and down and dry right here. I'll just turn around and film it for you guys. So these are actually sticking out on my skidoo trail, which goes right here. And I know that they weren't before because they would get broken off when we come through with the sleds. So it's like somebody's, I mean, look, there's 10 feet sticking out there on the trail. If I had driven over those before with the snow machine, those would be broken, and they're not. I don't know, I'm just gonna take them and throw them off the trail. If they're not sticking out, I'll break the top of these off as easy, probably. I don't know. I mean, I mess with this stuff all the time in the hopes that something's gonna come back and say, hey, don't touch our stuff, and leave me a big X in the middle of the trail or something, but it never seems to happen, so I have to chalk it all up as natural, guys. Gage seems to have his sniffer working pretty good right here, though. What do you smell, buddy? And it could be anything. It could be deer, it could be a rabbit. Could be a Bigfoot, you never know. Oh, look at him, just peeing everywhere I don't ask him to pee. But when I need you to pee on something, where are you, buddy? This part of the trail is always pretty soft too. Wait a minute. What is that? Huh. Almost looks like a moose track. It is a moose track. No, look out, buddy. It is a moose track. There's another one. Very fresh. Oh. If I seem a little surprised, I am, because we don't get a lot of moose in this swamp, which is heading south. Only once in 10 years have I ever gotten a moose on my trail camera here. So there is another one apparently in the area. That's either today or yesterday. I would say this morning, like it looked very fresh. So, but I don't think there's the right amount of feed for them in here, and they compete with the deer. There's a lot of coyotes in here, black bears in here. So they, you know, they're usually more north of here, out of town. The grass is about a foot to a foot and a half taller than Gage right now. He's gone. if you straighten the grass out, it all curls over. It's actually up to my chin. That's how tall it is right now. I do hear something. It might have just been really distant ravens, I don't know. A high-pitched squeal of some kind. We're coming up on the first open swamp here in another 400 meters or so. Well, the grass is kind of pushed down here. Something's made its way through here, pushed its way through. Maybe that moose. Okay, I just heard that high-pitched squeal again. That's twice I've heard it now. So I have been recording both times. Maybe I can amplify it on the computer. Very distant though. Here we are at the first open swamp. There it is again. Did you hear that? Okay. Well, I'm not going to cross this right now, guys. That's as far as I'm going to go back on the property in this direction. Make our way back to the house this way. Now the bugs are getting bad. Summer's come and gone so quickly. I know we're in August now. Next thing you know, it'll be September, but temperatures are already dropping. Now when you get up in the morning, it's 10 degrees instead of 20. My wife doesn't like to hear me talk about that, but so the next 2 months are pretty much my favorite months of the year. August, September, well, October as well, where we can actually get out in the woods and enjoy nature without the mosquitoes. Still some decent temperatures at night. You don't freeze to death. Oh, there's a shiver down the back of my neck. Okay. Okay. I can hear much better now. They're much closer. It's ravens. And they're communicating back and forth, squawking back and forth. There's 2, 3, 4 of them. Some over there, some over there. Which is odd because we started out there behind us, then they were in front of us. Now we're going back towards the house, they're in front of us again. It's like they're paralleling us now. We're moving back towards the house in the complete opposite direction. We've been heading away from the house this whole time. Now we're heading back towards the house and they're moving with us back towards the house. They're definitely like a warning system for something out here. Is it just themselves? You know, do they have a deal with Bigfoot? I don't know. But they definitely follow Gage and I. They don't just fly over and then that's it, they're gone. And an hour later you see another one fly over. No, these things follow us out here. But I don't see them, right? I can hear them, but they haven't flown directly over me. I just sunk up to the top of my boot in mud right there. All right, so I'm pretty satisfied with what I've seen so far of the property, that it's as empty as always. And that nobody's been out here, as I would not expect there to be anybody. Swamp and bugs, that's all there is out here. Mosquitoes. Deer flies still bad, but not unbearable. But there's no reason for humans to come out here. As I say, in the winter we get the snowshoe club. They come out here rightly or wrongly. If you ask the people that own the property, it's wrongly because they don't have permission. But we know exactly where those guys walk. They make a trail. They've been using the same trail for the last 7 years. They've got it marked with ribbons. We tear the ribbons down. They come through and remark it every year. How come every time I stop to listen for these guys, they stop squawking? See if we can call them in. That sounded different. Now I want to see it, okay? I hear it. We assume it's ravens because we hear it. Oh, that's a quarking raven. I hear it. They're talking back and forth, right? Show me the raven. Come on. Do a flyover. Let me see you. I'm not taking your word for it that that's what you really are till you show me. Nothing. It's not coming any closer. I can hear it, 100 yards back there. The whole walk in here, it seems to keep that distance from me, guys. In front of me, behind me, off to the side of me, but not showing itself. You rat, thank you. Well, Gage has marked this trail probably 30 times on this walk, so that's a good thing. There's a moose track in the open. Come on, get out of there. Trying to show the folks. Get out of there. Not a huge moose, but an adult. Using my skidoo trail. We're at the creepy corner. What the hell? That's making the hair on the back of my neck stand up. You hear all of that ruckus? I don't see a damn raven, guys, flying up in the sky. Is there something dead in there that they're feeding on? Oh, I don't want to check, but... All right, let's take a little walk over there. Jesus. Oh, I see one. Okay, so we have confirmed they are actually ravens. This is freaking me out a little bit. The hair on the back of my neck is standing up. All right, we're getting back to the trail. It's very easy to lose the trail when you get off of it this time of year. I just wanted to confirm that we're actually seeing ravens. You know, after all the squawking that I've heard on this walk, show me the raven. Well, there they are. I don't see anything dead here. They're up in the trees, they're not on the ground. They don't seem to like my presence here. That kicked them off pretty good. Go tell your friend I'm gonna find him, get him on camera. I can confirm it is still hot enough, buggy enough, cobwebby enough that it is not fun to hike these trails. You know, when you're done, you go home, you've got that sheen of sweat over you, you got pine needles all down the back of your neck, cobwebs on your glasses and your face and in your hair and your mouth. You need a shower as soon as you get home, basically. We got some stuff coming up, guys. I want to do some recording with the audio recorder, some night watch stuff, like I say, camping with Grant. We got to go back and check that logging trail system once, twice, 3, 4 more times. I don't know. We just have to keep checking it, right? We don't get sightings around here very often. And to me, that feels like it's the best place where we could actually find some evidence, footprints, things like that. Could find it anywhere. You just got to get out and look for it. And that's what we're doing. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Oh, there's a shiver down the back of my neck. I am going to pay attention to this video because we didn't do any Hack Shack stuff. Just before I go here, I'll mention, when I edit this, I'm going to listen. Oh, I'm just getting waves of shivers for maybe disembodied voices or something. Like, I'm just getting that feeling right now that maybe there's some communication that's been captured here. I don't know. I know some of you guys don't believe in any of that, but I'll tell you, it's there. And I just point it out when I hear it or see it. So when I edit this, I'm going to be paying special attention to that. Even though I didn't run any apps or Hack Shack or anything like that today, they find ways to communicate with me. And the more I'm out here and the more I try to listen to them, the harder they try to get in touch with me. So even though that's not what this video is about, and I'm just making note at the end of this video here as I'm walking, I just get the feeling like somebody's trying to tell me they were trying to communicate with me today. So I don't know. And if you don't see anything, hey, it's just a feeling I had.